Good morning. Welcome to 4 by 8 Paper Stuff. We are in our river journal on the Danube and the Rhine. Let's get going.
My own pics of castles. Language writing from another country. Okay, we can do that.
This is my text box. It has a Russian book, it has Chinese New Year's books, I was talking in the background, but I left a video running, so I have to narrate this. There's my Chinese New Year's or Chinese almanac, uh, Japanese newspapers, letters that I have made, um, another Chinese or Japanese newspaper. There's a Spanish one in here. There's from Israel. Some stencils, some stickers, anything that has to do with text is in here at times. Oh, receipt from Japan that has great writing on it. Um, I think that was an original traveler's notebook. All kinds of stuff is in here. So I'm going to collage a background, taking out several snippets from all of these newspapers. I have said this before, but I collect newspapers if I'm in a foreign country and they have a foreign font, not like someone that would use our same characters, English characters. I have a Greek paper, but I can't find it at the moment. So I'm ripping everything into small pieces and going to collage. And I'm going to get a background because I'm not going to glue any of my pages down because of the way I'm doing it this time with prompts instead of my own like flow. Oh, my brain is dead. I'm using prompts that I don't have any forethought about. Well, that's not even true either. I'm doing a little bit of forethought because I struggled the first day. All these stencils that I have, flipping through books for ideas. There's a Spanish one. So I am pulling them the night before or early in the morning and working on them once I wake up a little bit to eliminate mass confusion and maybe possibly not liking what's happening. So there's some Moleskine Cahier paper just as a uh, place to put all these snippets of paper. They're not that Moleskine is not quite tall enough, but I'm going to cannibalize it and it'll be fine uh, once I get it all taped on the back and put down on the regular paper from the traveler's notebook. There will be enough stability and all that kind of stuff. But you see how I cannibalize. And even though that paper's red, it's okay because I end up with a little bit of red in some of those snippets of paper. So yes, I'm just gluing them all down, not in the form that they are accustomed to being, uh, but I want the look of all these different texts, different shades of paper, different thicknesses of paper. I love that look. And I almost used the other side that had the Japanese on it, or it said JAP and a red dot, but I didn't think the JAP was polite. Um, and I even used some of the ads from opposite sides from what I tore out, just because they're colorful, and it was kind of cool. And here's my Israeli paper. I've had that thing since 2006. That's when I went to Israel, and there's still tons of it left, and I still keep on going. But collect newspapers, and a lot of times you can get them free. Like the entertainment, all you want is the text. You don't really care what it says. Uh, I don't care what it says. I just love the lettering. So I am going in and just getting enough to make it interesting, in my opinion. And then I'm going to do something that's kind of out there, but I'm going to add yellow to that brayer and kind of just because I think yellow makes everything pop. In hindsight, might not have done that, but It is what it is, and they are
So
up.
those are chipboard
So
letters that I
we're
found
going
in
with
that
it.
box.
Those are chipboard letters,
Not quite
and
the
in
thickness of
trying to use
chipboard.
them up, I'm
Almost.
spelling out river
And I'm going to
views,
put down. I'm
and I
using
run
one
out
of the
of room because I
scraps
go
from the,
horizontal with the
one of
view,
the pages of
but I tape
I
text
cannibalize another piece of paper
and
it
spelling
works.
out river
And you can't
views
tell
once it's all down on that other traveler's notebook paper. Using torn edges because that's what I like. And I go with the Stabilo all on a red since those letters have a lot of red in them. I guess it's okay. And then I wet it and try to smooth it around a little bit, and now it's got to dry. I'm okay with that. So I think I got some James Burke washi tape and a stamp set off his Etsy shop. I just wanted to see what they're like. I would love to be able to make my own washi tape. That is never going to happen. I have to say the quality of his washi tape is awesome. It's not my thing. It's lots of the girls, but I think I can make those into my kind of people. I got to brainstorm. So that stamp is a crown, and it's from some of his. I didn't get any of the faces, but I got the accessory stamp set that has like antlers and ears and hearts and crowns. So since this is supposed to be, I was going to try to include all my castle or some castle pictures. I thought the crowns might be a fun accessory because you can't have a castle without a crown. And just trying to get a bunch of different colors on there to sort of replicate the red in the title, River Views. And off camera, I cannibalized. Today is the cannibalizing and Frankenstein Day. I cannibalized a set of baseball card sleeves. That did not work. Those cahiers, that paper was too wet. Not cahiers. I can't. I am completely brain dead. So I go in with oil pastel and try to add some more color to everything, trying to get it all about the same color red, or burnt red, or brick red. But I took sleeves from the Pokemon cards and put in a bunch of my pictures. So now it has dried, and I am going to put it all together.
Okay, remember? Language writing from other media, my books, and my own pictures of castles. So, I took in one of the baseball card books that I have. Frankenstein, 2 sheets together, so they're folded in half. And I'm going to tip them in here, and they can go inside. I made a title with some of the scraps, which is a little wet still. Put River Views, and I'm going to put that here. And then I just got a James Burke stamp and washi tape off of his Etsy site. I just wanted to see it. I say this over and over again, I'm not a fan of the girls. But the fact that this washi tape is black and white, excellent quality. I might be able to change them up a little bit, or like take the bodies and put a building head, or take a head and put the bottom half of the Eiffel Tower or something like that on them. That's what I would do with them. And then I got his stamps, which are like ways to design your girls. And there's a crown in here, so I just took them and stamped them with StazOn and put them on the scraps left from the fonts of all these different newspapers. If you haven't heard me say this before, I pick up free, most of them free, newspapers from anywhere in the world that has a different font. And like the one from Israel, I've had since 2006. So they go a long way, even if you have to pay $1 or €1 or €2 for them. All right, I'm going to cut these out. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with these yet, but I colored them the correct way. The color that is in here. And I might, just because of castles, I might put crowns around with different font. I don't know. Now my pictures are all of my taking and mostly from the river, either the Danube or the Rhine. Some are in-town visits, like I think that's Koblenz. This is pavers, Koblenz. The rest are from the river. Houses and newer houses together, castles and newer houses together. That is Budapest, the Parliament building. A very old castle with trees all over it. I think that's a roof line in, somewhere else. Anyhow, castles. My pictures. Mostly castles. And the husband and the dog are awake. Oh dear, I lost a crown. Oh, here it is. Okay. I'm not sure how I'm going to use these, but I have a Chinese, a Japanese, and here's a Russian. In honor of the Olympics, we're not playing favorites. It's my own opening ceremonies. So, my elements are all here now. Alright, 2 of these are white and 1 is cream. I added a little yellow just because I like yellow with everything. And I might need to back off a little bit because some of this is still moist and I can't use a hairdryer because nobody's awake in my family. Well, actually my husband and the dog just got up. The kid is still asleep. Grandkid. I think she went skating 3 times yesterday. So there's Spanish, Hebrew, Japanese, Chinese, Russian, and Hindu. And somewhere I have a Greece language, but I can't find it. It's not in my text box. So that's how this is going to go. And I didn't have to think of what I wanted to do. I used the energy to make my elements. But I still didn't plan in advance. Except for I pulled the letters about an hour before I started. Which really, this wasn't a no-brainer. It told me everything to do. Go get your text box, get all your stuff out, collage it down, make a title, and add your pictures. Very interesting. I probably would not have put these 2 together if I was deciding the elements to work on myself, by myself. So in full disclosure, I might pull the elements an hour or so ahead of time every day. Because yesterday I spent at least 2 hours fumbling. And then I get frustrated. And then I stop. And we don't want that. So, now we have 2 pages in our Danube Rhine. And a title page. But see, to me, these 2 together would cause too much bulk, havoc. They're both so busy. So they can be separated because I'm not going to put them in until the end. Fun. Fun, fun, fun. Go watch the Olympics. Oops. I didn't glue these down yet. Okay, it needs to dry a little bit more. You'll see them on Instagram.